guys, welcome back to Crude&Unhinged, episode 11 with you, Lorraine.com.
Scott Vasquez.
And we have our very special guest, Miss
Denise, you guys, hi.
Ooh, Denise in the house.
In the background we have...
Yo chingo mi madre.
That's right. We cannot forget the one and only
PIC, I'm here, guys.
Bravo. All right. How are you guys doing? How's everyone? We haven't been recording in a while. A little bit of our setup.
Our setup, yeah.
Yeah.
Which you can tell is actually really pretty now.
Thank you.
You guys did a great job, honestly.
It's
really pretty.
Yeah. Cause you know, like, what the craziest thing is that, like, one of our very, very first episodes when we started the actual podcast, when we were just doing audio, Denise was one of our guests. You came in twice?
I came in the first time. The first.
Two, no? It was
No,
two.
solamente una. Just one time. Wait,
It was
two.
two.
It was
Spanish.
it was right before she left to Boston.
Right,
We were saying
right.
goodbye to her.
Yes.
Oh.
It was for the first episode where the Dutch. Where
No.
The British, the
she was
British.
here.
Oh, she was here, but not as a guest.
Yeah, she
The
was.
Dutch.
Oh, really?
The Dutch and then the I dated a married man.
Okay.
The Dutch.
I married a married man.
I dated a married man.
Yeah, we had options.
Gay, huh?
Espérame.
See, dude. You guys, I've been looking at this topic trending on TikTok. Where have you guys heard about the it's a big thing that what people wear to the gym. Have you seen it? Like women in particular, like they're very they're saying like, why are women wearing short shorts or bralettes?
So they're coming against the women.
Right.
Gosh.
My thing is like, people are upset that why, obviously the feminism culture is like, well, as a man, learn how to control your, what is it, like your, well, that they're saying that you cannot be dressing like this to the gym, that this isn't
Or
proper
that
gym
it's on women
attire.
us,
I
right?
So
do
what-
have something to say about that.
Okay.
10 out of 10 girls dress with like a oversized t-shirt, unos short shorts, Nikes siempre, y unos Beats.
And how do you feel about that?
Yo
Pero-
vengo
Pero siempre...
trendy, ¿no?
Ajá, it's trendy. Pero siempre there was like, ay, don't look at me, que se me queda y la chingada. And then the back of the shirt se la meten atrás del bro.
Se empinan, güey. Simón.
sí.
O sea, se la ponen
Sí,
atrás
güey,
del
sí,
bro.
he visto de todo.
So now on the front it's baggy, but on the back you can see like the whole body.
Right.
So I guess
Panorama.
yeah, so it's like a...
Deceiving. It's deceiving.
No, I understand, pero también como de que I'm not saying like don't dress like that so people don't look at you
But
that
don't
certain way.
complain.
Pero don't
Don't
complain.
complain.
Don't complain and so for me,
Like, I think
I'm
that-
like half 50-50, you know what I mean? I
Yeah,
understand
because
the women, but I
you
also
know that
understand
like
the men.
you know that you're gonna catch some stares, obviously, especially like the very big girls that have like, you know, big booties
Right.
or
Because you know
like,
what, even as a
big
woman,
old
when somebody
legs.
has like a great body,
Right,
even
you're
as a woman, you're
admiring.
like, oh shit, like that
Dude,
girl's
Yeah.
got
actually,
a body.
Right.
I can share a story with you guys real quickly. I have a really, really good looking friend. She has like a bomb body. And we just recently went on a trip. Y se viste super bonita, way. She dresses really hot. We were on the bus, right? In a third world country, whatever. And she's standing next to me. She's not wearing a bra. She's wearing like an open shirt. She's like, this man is just looking at me. And I feel very uncomfortable. I'm like, dude, well, look at what you're wearing. And then I told her, I dead ass said, I'm like, look at what you're wearing. And she's all like, well, yeah, I know it's flashy. I'm like, well, yeah, it's flashy. Then everybody's gonna look at you, not just
Right.
right. I
Not just-
mean, I think that we kind of dress for like,
what you want.
It's
yeah,
like-
what you want, but
I
you know
mean-
you're gonna catch some stares, and you know.
This
you
is
have to
very
kind of-
controversial.
It is
It's
controversial.
Very
It
controversial,
is.
but I must agree because I'll be honest. Like as a woman, I still do kind of put the scene out there, right? Where am I going? Who's gonna be there?
Right.
To kind of figure out what I'm gonna wear, and it kind of sucks because you know, if we go back to, well, why should I be worried about what I'm gonna wear? Because you know,
Sí.
like, why should somebody else dictate what I feel like wearing? But at the same time, like, I'm a woman, and yeah, I do take consideration of where am I gonna be, who's gonna be there,
Right.
how do I wanna
But I think
dress
because
to
we're
this
older
event.
also, so like
That
we're,
could be it.
you know,
It
we're
could.
like 20s
Or-
30s, and I feel like everyone who's dressing like this are like in their 20s, like early 20s.
But I'm not necessarily. Look, let's go. Just yesterday, we were at a family event at Niece's, and she has some really beautiful cousins.
So you're part of the family now?
Yeah, I've always been. We've known each other.
She was in the income tax.
We're literally.
She was in our income tax. My dad used to make burritos. She's got two particular, very beautiful cousins that you have, and they were dancing. Una ya está mayor, una está más chiquita, ¿verdad? Sí.
And la más chiquita trae una faldita así, like.
Escotada sexy.
Sí, ajá. And she was dancing and it was like flying everywhere. But I think it has shorts, right? Sí, y luego there's the older one y también trae un vestido bien bonito and she was dancing y bien siendo alegre. But like, so what? She can't wear that because. Pero I think, yeah, it's a family function.
Pero por ejemplo, I was wearing, it was my dad's thing, right? So I knew all his colleagues were gonna be there, whatever, and I had totally planned a very cute outfit that I was gonna wear. But once the day came, I was like, wait, there's a lot of cleavage, it's kind of short, I like to dance a lot, so I had to like alter my fit.
So you did reconsider.
Yeah, I was very considerate.
Right.
The audience out
Right, exactly.
I feel like it's more of like a personal thing.
Yeah.
Because if you don't mind people staring at you, or if you don't mind like
No, pero también es
people
como que
talking.
if you're a family gathering, you know who your tíos are, your cousins are, so tampoco te vas
Sí,
a
pero hay gente que no le importa
But,
lo que dicen los tíos.
Oye,
So it's,
like
you know
for
what I mean? It's
example,
just,
at work too, like at work a lot of the nurses wear very tight scrubs, right? Very, very tight. And they're okay showing it all showing it off. But one time I got in trouble for wearing a scrub top que tenía un zipper. One of my bosses told me, hey, you know, HR, we got some complaints about your zipper being too low. And I was like,
también, is it, you're a nurse, you're not a...
but listen,
What's
but
a
I'm
nurse?
like, but it wasn't normal, dude. It's just that I'm like,
Sí.
It's just that
And I-
Denise has triple G's. And his top is gonna be like.
But you see, my thing, I always dress really baggy, dude, for work because of that reason. So anyway, you know the audience and you know how to dress, but we're still being judged regardless.
Right, because that's what I'm saying. I'm sure your intention wasn't to show up to
Right.
work like that. It's just you
They're
have
there.
that and they're there and you wore it and you did your best and now you gotta
Right.
complain because.
And versus the other nurses that actually dress really tight, or like at the gym, they dress really tight. Like, why is nobody complaining about that?
What? I think it's a bit different. I don't know,
I
we're getting too much into...
Okay.
well, yeah, you know what?
So,
The
big
point,
rabbit
I
hole.
think, to wrap this little topic
Oh
up,
wait! I want to know what Denise wears to the gym.
I wear little shorts.
short,
And
short.
depends
Who
if there's
wears-
gonna be hot guys. I already know.
Even a tank top. She wears a tank
Yeah, I wear
top.
something like this. Like if
Uh-huh.
there's gonna be hot guys, I already know.
She's
So,
like,
I know
you're
my-
targeting your audience.
Definitely,
So
I'm
now-
really good at it.
So basically what you're saying is that you dress to not impress,
For the
but-
male gaze.
Yeah.
Yeah, to know
Definitely.
who's gonna be there.
Especially
Right.
if my gym crush is gonna be there, and I know he likes like a
See,
big butt.
I
I'll
guess
make something to cover my
with a
butt.
purpose.
So let's be honest.
like
Do
you're
y'all do
intentional.
that?
You're intentional.
We all
would
do
you,
it.
Would you all say that you dress for your audience?
I think
Sí.
everybody
Like-
does, but it takes
Could
balls
be,
to admit it.
could be.
No, yo sí.
For
yo
the-
sí.
on
Pero
the-
tampoco I'm not like, oh, ¿por qué me están
Like
mirando?
overthinking it. Just
Right,
like,
I
right.
wouldn't like...
Right. At the end of the day, la persona que se está, like, ay, me están viendo. Ay, es la persona que vive infeliz.
Mhm.
Caring about what everybody thinks. So to wrap this up, guys, do whatever the fuck you want.
And don't judge people that wear whatever they want to wear.
Yeah, exactly.
This
Vive
is
tu
the
vida y déjalos vivir.
Right. Sí, déjanos bailar.
What about you, Gacy? What's the highlight of your weekend or your day?
you know what? I'll be honest. I've been really hooked on that video. Well, you know that TikToker that recently got killed on the live stream.
What?
Ay, yo picando la
No
nariz.
sabía,
I've
güey.
been like, you know, I'm one of those people that like over obsesses with like certain
Right,
things that
of
go
course.
on.
Cool.
Yeah, and I'm like, I want to know what went on. Like, how does this happen? Is it real? And honestly, I'm shocked. I mean, personally, I don't even have TikTok, so I didn't know. But then people kept talking about it, and then eventually came out on my feed, and I'm like, have you guys heard about it?
No.
Yeah, dude. Tú no lo
I'm
sabías.
sorry,
Is
but
it
we-
still, Es una muchacha de
México.
Jalisco.
Guadalajara, right? Somewhere in Jalisco.
Jalisco.
So she's a TikToker. She was very famous and everything. She had her own like spa.
Like what is it?
Like a beauty salon?
Beauty salon. Yeah, beauty salon. And she
La
goes,
chava también muy
she would
bonita.
do lives, like she would do lives here and there, blah blah. Long story short, she was doing a live and
They
she
shot
got
her during the
during a
live.
live.
Herself or somebody came and hurt her?
Somebody
No,
came in.
somebody came in and killed her.
Yeah.
No
During her
mames.
live.
O sea, like cold murder, güey?
Yes.
Yeah, and it came out
Did
on
they shoot
live.
her?
Yeah, 3 times.
You know, like it's kind of weird because no, I would think like you
Did they
shoot
back the
somebody
video?
like
Pero
blood
es-
explodes.
Sí, pero yo creo que
Yeah, you know what? I thought the same.
It could have been like con una
Silencer?
Also, the silencers don't do that
No,
because I've
it's just-
seen a lot of
it's just like
controversy
that.
about that.
It just was like direct.
And that's what it seemed.
And that's what it happened.
3 times.
Wait.
Like one on her chest, maybe like her torso, and then her head. Like,
So
it was
wait,
like
she
full
did it for
execution.
views or?
No, wait. She because she was doing it for views.
No.
People
No,
do
no,
shit for
no.
views, honestly. At this point,
No,
I-
well,
No.
I
think
don't
that-
mean to be disrespectful. I'm
I
sure
think
it's been-
So, no,
I
so
think
what-
that what was happening is that she had like some haters, huh?
I don't know exactly what happened.
Wow, güey.
Pero hay muchos rumores que es la mejor amiga.
Or that she might have been involved with the wrong people.
Right,
Because,
that's true. I
she
don't
was,
know.
She was in a live, and then one of her friends, or our best friends, or I don't know what they are right now, le dijo como que, oh,
she's
like they're
dead.
gonna bring you like a gift right now. And then like so it happened early in the morning, and then she was gonna leave. She was like, no, pues ya me voy, ¿sabes qué? And she said, like even on the live, she was like, what if they're gonna come and
Yeah. What did they do?
Yeah, she
Uh-huh.
did say that, huh?
see?
So I don't know if she had a feeling, but it was strange. It was strange how she did receive 2 prior gifts, and they were from her best friend. It was a Starbucks drink, and then there was a plushie toy. But the 3rd gift was her execution.
Right.
And so now it's like, so was the best friend a part of
Involved.
this? Involved?
Dude.
And if you see like the before and afters of the friend, she looks exactly like her.
Okay, she was trying to be like
Except in
like
the pelo,
her.
so
Say.
Qué loca, güey,
Like
qué
everything,
loca.
like-
Ajá. Like
Oye, güey, pero el video está, o sea, live y se ve cuando la
all
It's on
over.
X.
It's
It's
all
on X.
over.
la
You'll be able to look,
la
yeah.
¿cómo se dice? La fusilaron, güey.
Sí,
Yeah.
No mames.
literal.
Qué
En
mala onda,
pleno
güey.
día. Pleno día.
Qué mal, güey.
Yeah.
mal.
So that's been my
Oye.
session. Like, there's no current events, but I mean, you know,
Oh my
I went down the
God,
rabbit hole.
right,
and I'm
right.
like, how, who, and why.
Yeah.
So, well, if nobody finds out, obviously it's like
No,
cartel
pero I think
related.
after, después que fue como el, like, the velorio, someone took roses to the...
Oh, I saw
And
that.
it said,
Perdóname.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
because wait,
my
during the
God.
live, dude, somebody asked, Rosas rojas o rosas? And she says, rojas. And then when they executed her the next day, they sent flowers and they were red. And then they put perdón.
No mames, güey. Qué mala-
creepy,
That's just
huh?
That's
real
real creepy.
And you know, like in paz descanse, and I obviously I don't want to talk bad about her, whatever, but like, pues, no, es que no.
No,
Like,
¿qué?
Because I was also looking into it and stuff, and they said things like que si vienen a levantarme, or she said something about escoltas, and so she was saying like all of the lingo of what
Right, like you either
Cartel
knew
shit.
what was
living that
coming,
type of lifestyle.
you knew what you had gotten into, or you knew what was coming, or one of her maybe intuition, who knows. But I mean, there were signs that there was something that she either knew or had a feeling about, basically. Yeah, sad story, honestly. Poor
Right,
girl, like
yeah.
I do feel bad regardless, but that's been my week, guys. Investing myself going through.
How old was she, dude?
23.
Qué
That's
mala
just
onda,
dumb as
güey.
fuck,
No.
dude.
Oye, pero do you guys think that putting yourself out there so much is also putting yourself out there, like exposing
Yeah,
yourself?
exposing yourself.
Because think about it, like,
100%.
you know what time, like you go live, they know
Yeah.
where you're at,
Yeah.
they know who's with
Like
you.
stalkers,
'Cause, like,
can see,
like,
where you're
the-
located.
Like they don't go and in journal. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like
right.
you must have done something for
Right.
to happen also.
Right.
Let's see. For
Like
example,
they didn't just choose you at random.
for example,
Say,
like me and Lorraine go on lives on Mondays on Instagram.
we
¿Sabes
lose
cómo?
followers.
Wait, como okay, so like you know who's really like against social media and like putting too much stuff out there? Nicole. And so Nicole's always like, oh, you know, she's got all her things like blocked, not blocked, what's he said, private and stuff like that. And then the day that she was in the hospital, I was bored and it was like 1 a.m. and I said, let's go on live on TikTok. Sorry.
En la madrugada, güey.
Y andábamos haciendo un pinche live, güey. And like things started getting like
Out of hand.
yes, and I had like a lot of viewers at once, and everybody was talking about obviously my looks, good and bad, which I don't care. If you put yourself,
Mi amiga está súper bonita, güey. O sea,
wait, pero I understand if you're gonna put yourself out there, you gotta
There's gonna be some.
right.
take the
That
blow.
is the
Right,
thing about
and so
social
I
media.
was kind of like, whatever, I was playing around with it, and then things started getting to get really creepy, where like they were making really weird comments,
Like what?
like just I don't know, they were
Like creepy or
yeah,
scary?
creepy, like they were like bots,
¿Qué es eso?
bots like robot, like
Robots.
Okay.
and so they were like
what do you
I
go with
guess
that? What do
I
you go
guess
with that? I don't know.
robots,
Yeah, güey.
como they're like fake
This is-
accounts.
This is
Oh,
social media
okay.
lingo.
Okay.
Yeah, social media.
Oh, like your ex-husband stalking your ex-boyfriend stalking you through a fake
Oh, so people like having fake accounts? and
Sí,
just
ajá.
managing?
Yeah, and
Oh,
then
that's
saying
scary.
weird stuff, and Nicole se paniqueó toda.
Uh-huh.
And she's
I
like,
would
and
have
this is
too.
exactly why. And I'm like, yeah, but like,
It's
you
a cost
can't.
of pain.
I know.
No,
Just
you
kidding.
know what, it's like a 50-50, Like, of course, we're not gonna be like PIC who would put her address up and off.
I
So
saw
much for
that.
saying.
I could not stop laughing at work, dude, when I was like,
We're like,
that
como por
way.
dos meses.
Entonces, así como que no vamos a hacer eso. We go on live and things like that. We're not like, unless we get paid for it, then we'll say like where we're at.
Right,
But I feel it's just being careful out there, and I feel like it's very different here in Mexico. Like security reasons, it's very different. Pero I mean, it can happen here in the US as well.
Pues sí.
So,
It happened anyway.
but just be careful on what you put out there and how you put it out there also.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't put your address out there.
And so
Please.
I
What about you, Gus?
I feel
What
like-
have you been binging on or what?
feel like after this, like, mi historia va a ser como que muy.
Well, give us
But-
It's
something.
okay.
But actually, so last week I went to Chipotle. I love Chipotle.
Oh
Oh my god, my husband hates Chipotle.
Really? No, I love Chipotle.
Obviously,
Maybe-
50-50.
Maybe he hasn't. Maybe he hasn't gotten like something good.
The right
I
thing.
think
The
it is
right
like
thing.
a Taco Bell thing.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Has he
agree
gone?
with you. I
Has
don't
he
like
gone?
Chipotle either.
He said once, and personally, me too. But only because the one time I went with a coworker, and then he doesn't like it, so that's why I've never had the opportunity to go
You
again.
should go again.
But I liked
You
it.
should.
I didn't
Oh my
think it was that
God.
bad.
I think
Ya
it's pretty good.
quiero.
So then, anyways, so I ordered a fucking quesadilla. I ordered a quesadilla, everything. Yeah, I have to do it mobile for the quesadilla.
Ay,
'Cause
don't
you
tell me
can't,
there was something in
you,
there.
you can't do it in store.
En line.
Y ya, pues ya voy, I run some errands, ya, voy a hacer el pickup, and then they can give you the bag. I know what bag I go to Chipotle so often that I know what bag
What
they
it
give me.
weighs.
Right,
See, I know like how the bag looks for whenever I order a bowl, when I order a quesadilla, when I order chips and like everything. Like I know
Right.
how the bag looks and how it feels. Entonces agarré la bolsa, la abrí, and like it was like a bowl. And I was like, oh, maybe they ran out of like the boxes for quesadillas. They can went. It's fine.
Ya te habías ido a la casa, ya te habías ido a la casa.
Oh, you were there?
I was
Okay.
there in the drive-thru, and then I was missing my drink. I'm missing my drink, bro. She's like, oh, so we like ran out of that, and I was like, so you're not giving me a drink because you guys ran out, or?
Like I don't get options or what?
So I was like, do you have anything else? And she's like, like anything else, like literally,
Well,
give
they
me
had
give me like a
charged you a
fountain drink.
meal.
What the?
Even if it's a fountain drink, then just give me something.
Or did they charge you for it?
See. Like I paid everything online. I paid everything online, so I was gonna go and pick up.
Neta,
Or like
güey.
that's how you went to Subway.
I know, I was gonna say that's what it is.
Bueno,
Sí.
entonces ya, ya me dan el drink y todo, and then me quedé con esa sensación de what's in that bowl.
Right.
Y ya, pues I park in their parking lot y lo abro el bowl, and it's all the toppings I asked for in the quesadilla. But there was no quesadilla.
No mames,
I only
güey.
had the
No
toppings.
mames.
No tortilla.
No tortilla.
Ay, era como una
Era
ensalada.
como un bowl, like a bowl.
Era como un wrap. You know,
No,
mine is the bun, mine is...
Ajá, para por la carne y la lechuga. Entonces, I get off, and luego después ya, they're waiting, and they're short staffed, and I guess I understand. Pero también dije, wait,
Well,
being una
wait, like being
quesadilla.
short staff is one thing, but being stupid is another.
Right.
I mean,
I agree.
Right,
Porque, o
right.
sea, ajá, pidió una
Yeah,
quesadilla
stupid
and
was
I didn't even get the tortilla.
Like,
No,
if you're short staffed, you say, you know what, can you give us extra time and park on the side? We need to make a quesadilla. But getting your wrong order.
It's
Sí.
quality over stupidity.
Y bueno, ya I parked and I got down y todo, and then I guess it was the manager or supervisor. He's like, did you need help? And I was like, yeah.
And you went two tortillas?
No.
I guess so.
Is that extra or what? The guac is
When I
extra.
ordered quesadilla and I got some sort of a bowl, like I don't even know how to describe what I got. Like, I was like, do you want to
You
see
said
it?
that?
Ajá.
Ay,
Porque,
qué
o sea,
particular,
Pero
güey.
es que no sabía cómo
Sí,
llamarlo.
no.
Because
qué
one,
lejos.
like it wasn't a bowl. When I order a bowl in arroz, frijoles, like dude, it's like a salad type of
Sí,
thing.
está bien
So,
rico, ya
and it's-
quiero.
And it's very heavy, you know, like the bowl is heavy. Y esta era como que super light, like they one scoop of everything I asked for.
Qué mala onda, güey.
So I was like, dude, like
I'd be
I
upset.
Yo también, güey.
I
Más si
can't
tenías
even-
hambre. ¿Tenías
Sí.
mucha hambre?
Oh my
Oh, I
god.
remember. And it was
And I was getting to the point where I was gonna get angry.
Oh,
Get angry.
era el tiempo que Carlos no estaba, ¿verdad? So he was going through it. He was going through it, and then this is just like the cherry on
I was
top.
like, is Chipotle gonna be my 13th reason?
Is this the
Oh my
day?
So entonces ya pues they gave me my food y todo ya después and I got to keep the bowl. It was like a kid's meal literally.
Oh,
Y
but
yo-
at least they let you keep
y yo,
it.
mírame. I was like, look at my size. Does it seem like I'm gonna get con esto? But no, I got the bowl and I got the
Quesadilla?
after. So entonces,
And what about your
I
drink?
got dinner.
Yeah, what about the drink?
Sí, también lo llevé.
¿Qué te habían dado que? What did you ask for that they did not have?
¿Cómo se llama?
Mountain Dew?
No.
All random.
Hey,
Yes.
guys, but enough about us. I want to know about our guests.
Yes.
Up to since she went to Boston and back.
Ay,
What's
guys.
going on with you?
To give a little background on Lydia D. She obviously born and raised here in El Paso, and then she moved away out of a whim.
How long has it been?
So tell us about it.
It's been a month. No, a month. No way.
Ya no sabes qué está diciendo.
No way. No, guys, it's because this story hurts and it opens up a wound. But
Okay, let's open it here,
Okay.
right here, right now.
Let's open it right now.
A ver.
no, just kidding. Yeah, so Boston is great. No way. No, la neta. So I left. Boston is great. I'm 2,300 miles away from my family and friends, which I miss dearly, but I sincerely think that leaving was the best thing for myself because, as you can tell, I drink a lot. But I.
Y y eso es lo que no ven.
And this
o sea.
is
Ay, eso es lo que ven. Allá abajo hay más.
No, but honestly, yeah, I left.
How long ago did you leave?
I left on October of 2023, so it's like a year and 5 months now.
It's been that long.
It's been that long, dude. But the reason that I left, you guys, I was heartbroken and I was going through a chaotic part of my life. And I was just, my ex-husband left me and I was so heartbroken. Are we putting am I not supposed to say things?
No, whatever.
Okay,
You say whatever you want to say.
my bad.
Yeah,
So
open mic.
so the truth is I was in El Paso, I was doing a ratchet life. I was Tindering, bumbling, hinging, all of the above, drinking and everything, and it just wasn't a good, healthy life for me. So
She
I
would go
left.
on binges.
Yeah, dead ass, 10 daily binges, right?
Yeah. It was
And
bad.
I lost a lot of good things in my life, except my best friend who just stayed by my side always. And just one day God was like, "Hey Denise, go." God, right? God talked to me.
Yeah.
God in there. And God said, "Go to Boston." And now I'm over there. And I changed my name. I changed my identity, literally.
She's so fucking dramatic.
Okay, where do you go over there?
Okay, so in the streets over there, my name is Sophie. No, for real, guys.
In the
So
streets, you're
in the
what?
street, my name is Sophie Lupita. So
Ay.
I have a fake Snapchat. not have social media or
Well, you
anything.
just told the whole world.
Yeah, but okay, my colleagues are not gonna see this. I
Sophie
hope.
Lupita.
I hope my colleagues don't see this. Because for my colleagues, my name is Denise, and my colleagues think I'm a whole different person. I got to Boston and I changed my identity 100%. I just started from zero, and I'm really grateful for it. So Boston's been good to me.
Did you already go through through like the whole divorce?
Yeah,
Is
my
it
divorce.
final?
My dude, that's a whole crazy shit. My divorce was finalized on November 6th, and like 3 weeks later, my ex-husband was married to another girl from El Paso too, and it's just crazy. Right, dude?
So was that the reason why he was like so on it? Because he was
Adamant about
Yeah, guys. He honestly, you guys, like, I'm glad this is gonna be out there because he was crazy, right? And like, he was on our dating the same man for a couple of times.
Dude, I saw him a couple of times
A
on
lot,
the.
dude, a lot. And you know what, guys? To
I
be
would see
honest,
him
like,
often on
I
there.
was heartbroken, guys, because I loved him, and I got married for good reasons, right? But for him, he was military. He was just blah blah blah, whatever. Pero sí, so we were separated for a couple of years. I went crazy. He was in our, we dating the same man, and then he pushed for a divorce. Crazy, dude. I had to pay a lot of money for an attorney, 2 attorneys, and we just got divorced. What? November.
Like,
And then like literally 3 weeks later, dude, he got married again. Like, está loco, way.
That is crazy.
Pero wait, there's something that I didn't know.
What?
Or maybe I did know, but I don't know.
Oh my
I'll go to
God.
Los
Oh my God.
Trapitos
Oh my
al.
God.
Shut the fuck up. We went to have, ¿cómo se dice?
Brunch?
No, Peter Pepper pizza, like a few days ago.
Me and
Or
you?
just- yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And then she starts, and I asked her, I'm like, dude, did you see any red flags? Like, I don't know why se me ocurrió preguntarle, ¿verdad? Esta. And le dije, did you initially see any red flags? And you know, my question to every person who is already like,
divorce.
no, like, seeing someone, do you automatically see the red flags or you're blinded?
You're blinded.
Yeah.
Okay,
you're
blinded,
100%,
right?
Yeah.
So now she's telling me that before him and her got married, ¿todo bien? That before they got married, he had just been like,
Engaged. So she asked me, so after I married my ex-husband, dude, dead ass, a couple of months later, I find out that he was engaged 2 months before me and him got married. Oh no, I mean not married. We started dating.
así yo.
I was like, wait, you were engaged before me? And he's like, yeah. But at this point, I've already, like, I was, okay, so
You're
I got
blinded.
married.
You're wearing the love gauntlet.
Yeah, guys, and honestly, so the reason I got married was because I was pregnant, to be honest. But I had a miscarriage, whatever, and I was still pregnant at the time. So then I'm finding out that he was engaged previously, but I'm like 6 weeks pregnant. And I'm like, okay, I'm
Do you
married
think
now.
If you weren't have been pregnant, you would have been married?
I don't think so,
Do you
dude.
think that pushed it? Do you
I
think that-
definitely think that pushed it.
And your family knew?
My family, no.
Oh, they didn't find
I
I
didn't
just
tell
felt
him.
like it was the right thing to do.
Right. He
Okay.
and you know what, guys? I did not know the definition of love bomb until post him. He love bombed me as narcissistically as possible, and I felt for
Can you
him.
define that?
What, narcissism or love bombing?
No, not bombing.
Dude, so like when I met him, like honestly, dude, ever since I was little, I was like, I'm not gonna get married. I was born and raised in El Paso, Texas, so we know military boys, whatever. So I knew better.
Ya iba como
Ajá.
Dude, yes, I fell for it. I fell for this guy, and then like
military boys!
no, dude, mind you, this guy's like 22, and at the time I was like 27, 28, whatever.
What?
Yeah, dude, he was like, yeah, and I was
Ay,
like,
se ve de
no,
50.
child.
It's okay, we'll block it out.
We'll
So
block it out.
who's what?
Yeah, he was
Yeah, he
way
was
younger
younger.
than me, dude, way younger. I must have put in the
Al saltacunas, al saltacunas.
Yeah, dude, you know, to this day, I
Did
only
you
date
meet him at
younger.
20?
I'm telling you. No, dude, I met him, I was still like 20.
Hey, we should go.
We should go after this. Speaking of, no, dude, no, but
wait, tell
oh
us,
yeah,
tell us.
so we went
So, sorry. Is this like the first person you ever met in your life?
in the military. No, I've always been a long-term relationship girl.
And you
So-
never dated younger, right?
No, dude, it was always kind of like my guys like my age work, and he was actually the first guy that I ever met from through social media. I mean, not social media, dating apps.
Dating apps, yeah.
Dating apps. And I met him, but actually, you guys, remember your last video was the juju, bad, what, the voodoo
Oh,
show?
yeah, the
Listen,
What?
The voodoo one.
the voodoo, your last
Oh,
video.
la botánica.
Sí, 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 sí.
So I'll tell you guys something. I had no dude, a mí me lo hicieron, güey. La chavala, ya sabes cuál, I can't say her name. No quiero otro pinche amarre, güey. Pero
Tengo miedo.
tengo miedo. Es que tengo miedo, güey. Tengo miedo. No, dude, pero es que.
Wait, what happened? How did you find out you had an amarre? And what type of
Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, so I had this friend at the time who she was going through a divorce and she was on Tinder or whatever, and I was still younger. I was like 27 and it was like years ago, right?
Is this the girl that went to my apartment?
No, esa tan loca también.
No, it's a girl. We went. Yeah. Never mind. If I say, we'll know who.
Yeah, we can't take she'll do voodoo on you too. She's crazy, dude. She's crazy. I mean, I'm scared. Diosito, please. Pero, no, dude, so anyway, she met him through a dating app, and I guess she was on it with her because she was going through a divorce. I was just partying with her, dude, because I've always liked to party, and she needed to come to me to party, right? So then, one time she's like, hey, like, this guy is pretty good looking, and he thinks, she had pictures of me and her on her Tinder, and he thought that she was me, or that I was her.
Which is kind of shady, you know? Like, why would you do that?
He was putting it for people to think
Yeah,
it was you.
right,
think
because,
so.
like, who would
La
want to...
margarita.
Exactly.
I think the only reason I would have to, I mean,
You're right.
if I
Catfish
were to do
anyone
that,
is
it's
if you
como de que,
know.
es como decir, como de que if it's me, some other guy on the pictures being like, oh, y si le tiran la onda al otro, oh yeah, it's me.
Right,
It's a
right.
If you know you,
Right,
if
right.
you don't got your own game, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, she did what you gotta do.
She did. No, dude, so then she put us there, and then she's like, whatever. Long story short, she's like, you know what? He thinks you're pretty, and whatever. Me and him are just friends. But dead ass, I asked her.
So she introduced
Me
you.
and him.
Oh, okay.
Wait, guys. Prior to this, I asked her, dude, are you sure? Because you swiped right, obviously.
Right.
She's like, no, we're just friends with her.
So this was on the dating app.
She met him on Tinder.
Pero that's where she had your guys' pictures. Isn't like Facebook, right?
Right,
It's
no,
like
no,
on a
dating app. On a dating
Yeah,
app.
that's weird, right? Like,
Yeah, and you went
I
like
don't know.
as a group friend or group of friends on our pic, okay? Pero, o sea, solamente nosotras dos, and you're not like focused on like one of us.
But let me
Yeah.
ask you this: is that common on dating apps?
No,
Or
it's
you
not.
put pictures with
No,
someone else? Because it's you, right?
Because why
You're
the
advertising
fuck?
yourself.
Yeah,
So why
exactly.
are you putting pictures with
Maybe
someone
like
else?
one pic of you and a lot of friends so they know you're real.
Right,
But
right.
only one and not the focus of just
Right.
you and your friend the whole
Okay,
thing,
okay,
you know?
gotcha.
But anyways, guys, she introduced us, me and him fell for it, whatever. At some point, dude, she almost lost everything because she went through a lot of crazy shit, and she wanted to marry him. And I was like, and he told me like, hey, because he's military, remember? Military.
Dude,
Right.
and
And
that
benefits.
too, she was like, you think Denise was older than him? She was like 10 times, what, like
Older, because she's
5
older than
times
me.
older.
She's older than me.
Y se quería casar con un niño. O sea, that's kind of like...
But she wanted to marry him because, well, okay, long story short, she went through a financial crisis, and she's like, hey, listen, like, I need money because I'm gonna lose my house.
He saw his
See?
health insurance.
Exactly. And then so she tells me, can I marry him because me and him are friends prior to you guys meeting? And I was like, no,
It's
that's
fucking
weird.
stupid.
And then he tells me, he's like, hey, ex-girl wants to marry me. And I said, listen, like, me and you are dating, but if you want to marry her, go for it. I'm out of the picture. And he's like, I know, I don't want to be with her. Like, what she wants, she's been pushing for it. And I said,
Why would that be any like?
That's so weird.
And like,
Why would you write?
Conversation.
Uh-huh.
Like,
You
why
guys
would
are
you bring it
already
up?
dating, and
Uh-huh.
she's proposing to
Him.
marry the guy you're dating.
right,
Yeah.
just for finance, because military gets money and
Pero de
benefits.
todos
Right.
modos,
Sí,
but-
güey.
but
Y you're
still,
like, yo voy a agarrar ese dinero. O sea,
No,
like,
but-
why would you get it?
why would the guy even like
Exactly.
tell her being like, hey, you want like your friends pushing to get married?
Was that a red flag?
And I'm
No,
considering.
because I'm stupid. That was dumb. I should have.
No.
That's
Oh,
what te
he
está
said he's
considerando.
considering?
No,
Pues
no,
casi,
he
casi.
no.
No, pues
he
casi,
asked
pues se le
me.
está
You're
diciendo.
He
right.
brought it up.
Pues
He
le
just
está-
brought it up.
He just brought it up.
Pero
But
como
no,
se lo está
he has a
diciendo,
point,
se lo está
right,
he has
diciendo
a
como
point.
que, hey, like she's been pushing.
Yeah.
¿Tú
qué
Yeah,
piensas?
because I feel like if my
Why
husband
would I
comes and
even
says,
have
hey, this black girl has been pushing, chinga tu madre, güey.
Ajá.
I know, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's a good point, and I
Like, from
missed
the
that.
Yeah, but I think it was because maybe you know, I feel like maybe you felt that way because of the way you met. You met him through her, so maybe you felt like.
They've been friends
Right.
prior to me.
No.
Yes, it's still
I
weird.
think
I
it's very
agree with you.
disrespectful from the guy or
Yes,
for
it is.
Plus, that was a
I
red
agree
flag
with
that
you.
was missed
That I
right there.
missed.
But I
Yeah.
feel like in Denise's shoes, maybe she just felt maybe some type of way because she met him through him, so she's like, oh,
Yeah,
you
dude.
know? Not that it was
Covering-
right.
Covering
No.
him.
De todos modos, I wouldn't have been like, oh, you were there in the picture first? Okay. Here,
Chingas tu
take
madre de
this.
todos modos.
No,
Yeah.
who's the one dating?
Dude. So then, okay, tell us.
So then, okay, so then me and him, I tell him, you know what, you want to marry her, go for it. I'm out of the picture. Of course, he said no to her.
Right.
Then fast forward, she was about to lose everything, and me and him actually started dating good. Everything started going flourishing for both of us. Pero yo veía, güey, like I could see her like hate. And not
Yeah.
only hate,
Let
my
me
family
that way.
did. Because at first I couldn't see it, but one time she came over for Thanksgiving, and my mom and my sisters were
They
like,
noticed
"You
it.
need to get away from that girl.
Dude,
She
and
hates
family's the
you."
first one to
And I was like,
notice.
"No, she's going through a lot." They're like, "I'm like, no, it's because she just lost X, like all these things." And they're like, "No, Denise, you should see the way she looks at you." Whatever. I didn't listen.
Like, she wants what you have.
Te hubieras
and
puesto esas cañitas de mal de ojo.
I should have
Sí,
done that, dude.
güey.
But no, guys.
Sí, güey.
But the point is, after me and him got married, I got pregnant. Me and him were actually in a really good. We were doing good.
Place.
Yeah, but just after you, I'm not gonna lie. After that, guys, my life just went on. I've always been like, thank God, with God's grace. I've always been very blessed and very like, I want this, I get it. I'm a go getter, right? But shit just like started falling apart for me, really weird. And at some point, somebody did tell me, somebody that you have recently encountered has put that upon you, and it's through your. Can we block that out? Yes.
Hey guys, welcome to a new segment on the podcast called Would You Rather?
PAC, hit us with the questions.
Alright, so the first one here says, what is the worst way that you have ever cheated? You either answer that.
Yes, answer that one.
I can give you the second one. Once I give you the second one, you have to answer the second one. You have no choice.
I cheated on my husband.
We want the whole story.
Okay, my ex-husband was addicted to pornography, and he wouldn't pay attention to me. This is wrong for me. And so he was addicted to pornography, which good luck to his wife now, but
I'm over it, okay?
At first it was okay. At first it was okay, but then after, obviously, you know, you had to, so then therefore I cheated.
¿Pero qué hiciste? ¿Cómo pasó?
I
Dude,
found an
Dude,
emotional.
walk us-
No, what did you do? What was the
Do
cheating?
it.
What was the cheating?
Dude, I don't know. Okay, no, I'm actually officially divorced now, so it's okay. So, I found a guy at my job, and he was super ugly looking.
But he gave her the attention she was.
He gave me the
So-
emotional, also post miscarriage, post a bunch of bad shit.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, so he gave me a lot of emotional support.
Shut up.
Is he ugly guy?
Listen, guys, he was the ugliest little thing ever. Like, actually, they call him lacra.
Oye,
You're lying.
No, no,
Entre-
no.
¿Lacra, güey, o alacrán?
No.
Oye,
Lacra nació del lacrán.
pero entre más feos, más.
¿Pitudos?
¿No?
¿Más pitudos? Sí, estaba pitudo.
Dude, no puedo seguir.
A ver.
ver esto.
Oh, my bad. Many times.
¿Qué
It
te
was a
gustó?
full on
Okay,
bear.
from
¿Te
1
cacharon,
to 10. De 1 al 10.
Sí, porque el vato se enamoró de mí, my lover fell in love with me, and then he just wanted to like be with
De
me,
revenge.
and he's actually the one who told my ex-husband that I cheated.
Ay, qué pendejo.
Sí, pero
Por
no pasa
ardido.
nada, but you know
Por
what, God.
But there is a God.
So, that's the new phrase of the week. No,
But
it's
God.
not.
Póngame a Jesucristo. Okay, vamos a
So their parents are watching. What had happened the time you got the most in trouble in with your parents? Which one do I choose?
when I told him I cheated on my ex-husband.
¿Dijiste?
Sí, yo les dije, güey, porque I have balls, man. I have big balls. And I told the world.
Los que se cargan.
But listen, before I told my parents that my ex-husband cheated on me with pornography, I took.
Your husband did not cheat with you.
No, dude, he did, huh?
Yeah.
No,
Like he was
used to pay.
addicted and he used to pay for
He used
it.
to pay. For an older woman who was 50-something years old and like very like different than I was.
Wait. That was the kind of pornography?
Well, no, you went to like porn sites and like buy like chatterbait.
Chatterbait. Subscribe.
Okay, what's worse? A 50-something-year-old woman or finding out that he was gay when you got him?
Well, he kissed the guy one time.
Yeah.
In front of you?
Yeah.
Oh, was that at that one party?
Yeah.
Dude, more than one person said that.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, I think we were all like far gone.
We were all very fucked up. We were very fucked up, but still.
About?
No,
Oh my
it was at your house, right?
No.
Let me find it.
Really gay.
Gus is gonna turn on his gay radar.
Give me 2 minutes.
What's up, person? No.
Oh my god.
Que se lo enseñe.
Let me see.
Que se lo enseñe. Que se lo enseñe.
Imagine there's a page like how gay is your husband?
Wait, hey, not to shade on them, but right now his current wife looks
Is
like
it-
a man.
Is that him?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's him.
No,
That's him.
¿Dónde salió? ¿Dónde salió?
On the.
On Facebook.
But is that on like?
Denise, no lo
Oh
veas.
my god.
Ya se cagó.
Oh, don't worry, I gotta see the
Híjola.
¿Qué está haciendo?
Alright, we're gonna have to determine this off camera, guys.
Yeah.
Here's the last one. What would be the
Ya que sí
most...
parece gay.
Hey, listen, what would be the most embarrassing thing someone could find snooping in your medicine cabinet?
Did you also have our medication?
Remember, you have the option to answer this one or go to the next one.
Next one.
What lover of a friend would you most want to hook up with, and why?
Ew. What? Lover, friend, guys?
What
Or
lover
girls.
of a friend would you?
I do have a good. Do I have to say his name?
No.
Si quieres.
But you'll know if you're watching this.
I think he'll know because me and him almost hooked up in Austin, Texas one time and we were both really drunk.
Oh,
Austin,
I
Texas,
know. I know.
June 2016.
And he's been broken up with my friend, and me and him are really good college friends, and he's always been one of my best friends to this day. And actually now, his fiance or girlfriend doesn't let him talk to me no more, which I think she can tell we have a whole chemistry for him.
Pues qué bueno.
Sí, como debe ser.
Sí.
Es lo que le digo.
Ay,
no mames,
sí,
güey.
no.
Está
Por
bien.
mujeres
Como tú.
Por mujeres.
Como tú. Yo soy la
Ay,
buena.
Hace copyright de tan bueno que encantamos.
Por gente como tú la gente se divorcia.
Okay, give us one more.
Oh, you guys want one more?
Let's do one more and this one we would all answer.
Wait,
Okay.
his name's Edison.
Esa güey.
Oh, this is a good one. When have you made a fool out of yourself the most by texting the wrong person? I knew that was
I sent my whole family to try a pornographic
No,
video.
Javi,
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I
But
cheated, I cheated.
remember also Snapchat?
I really
Oh,
you
yes,
posted on Dude, but your family or stuff? Which one's worse?
Okay.
How?
Because, okay, guys, my ex-husband, I actually did love him, so I would, and he was military, so he would go off base a lot. So I would send him pictures, videos, you know. One time, I made a whole one for him, and I sent it on my family group chat in the morning. My tias are like, Denise, what is this? And she's like, you know,
No way, it was SP.
No, my tia on the group chat.
Everyone?
And then
Oh.
on the Snapchat, one day I posted a video accidentally instead of putting like just to him. And I'm with a rain. I mean, no, me and Lorena are
Oh,
chit
that looked
chatting.
it up.
Dude, maybe how many people have seen it?
It was, yeah, a lot already. It was
All his friends that were out in base with him saw my vagina.
right, and friends,
His best
close
friends.
friends here, like
But,
Mark.
like Chris. Like they saw, cause one of my best friends kept calling me back to back. I'm like, she needs something, so I answered. She's like, Denise, your vagina. I'm like, what, bitch? My vagina? What? Your vagina's on Snapchat.
Yes, way.
Oh yeah, no, it's like your snatches on Snapchat.